What's up, nerd family? Welcome once again to the Poindexter Lounge. My name is Enosh, aka Enosh Vet, and let me just say, it is great to have you with me in the lounge today, even though I'm not really in a physical place today, but we'll talk about that soon. Hey, if this is your first time to the lounge, just know this. The Poindexter Lounge is a place for nerds. That's right, it's a place where you and me and my whole crew, my family, can get together and talk about the things that we love. Things like TV shows, games, movies, toys, sci-fi, fantasy, comic books, superheroes, and so much more. And if that sounds like something that you would like to be a part of, please consider hitting that subscribe button as well as that notifications bell so that you know when we put out new videos, all right? We would love to have you here and be a part of this growing community. Also, if you like the video, hey, give us a thumbs up, all right? Let us know that you enjoy our content because we enjoy making this content for you. Now today I am coming to you from the beautiful Pacific Northwest in Seattle, Washington. I'm out here all week. I'm hoping to have a chance to make some videos for you guys while I'm out here, but I'm super excited about that. I'm out here visiting with family and also for a conference, and it's gonna be a great week for me personally. And I had to come to you today though because of the exciting news that the CW is developing and getting ready to make a Superman and Lois Lane TV show. Now, we've talked about this for a while, that we all felt that this was going to happen at some point, and here it is. It is finally happening, folks. They are making a TV show out of Superman and Lois Lane. Now look, I like Tyler Hoechlin. He's not my favorite Superman, but he does a pretty decent job, you know? And I'm interested to see what they do with his character, how they develop his character. Because one of my biggest concerns about this has been that in this universe, they've taken a lot of Superman storylines and given them to Supergirl to make her character and her show more interesting. You know, they've developed plot points that were Superman plot points and done them in the Supergirl universe. And so that's been concerning for me. They've also taken villains that have been traditionally Superman villains and had Supergirl face them as if that was her first time, you know, their first time being a villain. That doesn't always work for me, but I'm interested to see this because I think there's a lot of potential here. Also, another great thing about this is I love the storyline between Superman, Lois, and his son, Jonathan Kent. As we know, when we kind of last saw Superman really in any kind of capacity, him and Lois were going to Argo City for Lois to be able to have her child. That Superman and Lois were expecting a child, and of course we all know that that child is probably going to be Jonathan Kent from the comic books. And so this will be an interesting story now to see how they work together as a family. And I love those comics and those storylines of those. I didn't like what they did time jumping him later on. If you read the comics books, they time jump and try to make Superboy older, and I don't really care for that. I hope that they go through a natural progression with this. Of course, they're probably going to have to do something at some point because we're probably not going to want to see them taking care of an infant, you know, for the rest of the series. But we'll see where they go with this. We'll see what their plans are. Now, they're developing this not, I guess, as they usually would with one of these shows, that it kind of spins off from the other one, but they're developing this as if it was like its own thing. So it'll still have its connections, but instead of, you know, referencing the fact that it kind of comes from somewhere else, and even though both of them have already portrayed these characters in the Supergirl universe and, of course, in the CW universe, in the Arrowverse, they're going in kind of a unique presentation here. So it'll be interesting to see how they portray these characters, how they write these characters, how they bring them to fruition, and what the connection is with everybody, especially after Crisis on Infinite Earths. How is the universe, how is the DC universe going to look and shape up after Crisis? Is there going to be one universe? Will there still be a multiverse? We don't know. We've long suspected that Supergirl's universe will kind of crash into at least the Flash and Arrowverse. Who knows if that'll happen now? Will all of our heroes be in one universe, or will they do something else? We'll have to stay tuned for that. But hey, what do you guys think? Are you guys excited about the fact that they're finally making a Superman and Lois TV show? Now, this is interesting because remember, back in the past, we got Lois and Clark. It's another concern of mine. I really hope that they still focus on the Clark Kent aspect of the character, because that is the most rich thing about Superman, is not the fact that he has all the superpowers and all those things, but his story as Clark Kent trying to cope in this world and learn how to become this person who he looks at himself as more human, yet he has these godlike powers. And so I hope that they don't lose that, and the fact that it sounds like they're calling it Superman and Lois. You know, maybe that's just a harken back to the Lois and Clark thing. but I hope that doesn't mean that they're just going to focus on Superman and not necessarily Clark Kent, because I think you got to have both. You got to have Clark be the central figure. Clark has always been the real person. He should be the real person. Superman is the mask that he uses to get the job done. So, but what do you guys think? Let me know down in the comment section. Let's talk about this. Let's have some fun with this. Also, real quick update. As most of you know, we had a copyright strike for doing our live Flash episodes, but hopefully that's going to go away here. We haven't heard anything more about it. It's supposed to go away in 10 to 14 days, and we are now at day 12. So we will soon, actually today's day 12. So we will soon see when that goes away, and then hopefully we can get back to live streaming with you all. I got the sun here to my side. I kind of look like Mike Zero, kind of like, you know, half in the dark and half in the light. Until next time, guys, I'm Enosh, aka Enosh Vet, saying stay nerdy and up and away. See you next time. Hey guys, if you made it this far in the video, you are awesome. Thank you guys so much for your support. Please smash that like button and of course subscribe, and also hit that notifications bell so that you are aware when we put out new videos, which is like all the time. Thanks for being a part of the Poindexter Lounge, and we'll see you next time.